I wasn't quite sure what to do for today's video, and then it came to me. I had this idea. What I could do is tell you the difference between MatteroverWiFi and normal Wi-Fi bulbs. So that's what today's video is about. I'll have to go and explain what Matter is and what Wi-Fi is, but that's the idea. So let's roll the credits and get straight into it. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about Matter. But before we can do that, we've got to go back in time. So let's do that. Let's do that first. So back in 2007, we did have light bulbs, but we had to plug them into the ceiling and we had to go to switches to make sure that they worked. We then got wireless internet, which we could connect anywhere in the world. We could even connect to cloud services that would do things for us. We then got smartphones, which could talk to the cloud services and work anywhere there was Wi-Fi. It wasn't long before somebody invented a smart bulb. And that bulb talked to the servers in the cloud and could switch on and off and do lots of exciting things. But there was a problem with this model. Because you had to go all the way over the internet to cloud servers, it took a long time. So the suppliers decided what they'd do is they'd put a hub in your house. So you could get a Google hub to look after Google things, and an Amazon hub to look after Amazon things, and an Apple, and there were loads of hubs all over the place, and they all looked over their own products. So all the suppliers got together and they decided to come up with a new way of talking, or a new protocol that meant all their devices would talk together. So if you had a Apple hub, it would talk to an Aqara light bulb, and it was all going to be wonderful, and it would mean that everything could all work together and in harmony and all work as one. So all the suppliers got together and they decided to come up with a new way of talking, or a new protocol that meant all their devices would talk together. So if you had a Apple hub, it would talk to an Aqara light bulb, and it was all going to be wonderful, and it would mean that everything could all work together and in harmony and all work as one.
So all the companies left the big joint meeting and went back to their own boardroom. And in the boardroom, they discussed things. And what they said was, what we'll do is we'll go along with this a little way. So what we'll do is we'll make the ability for other companies to control the basics of our devices.
Unless
just to switch
you want to watch
and not make you do the
two.
clever things like we can do. And that will mean we'll be able to control everybody else's devices. So if we don't make them, they can buy from them and we'll be able to control it. But they won't be able to control our devices, so people will have to buy our hub and our devices. And that's how Matter was born.
I hope you enjoyed the story about Matter, and you've taken it good or bad, depending which way you look at it. What we're going to do now is set up a Matter bulb. It should go reasonably well because it's not tied into an ecosystem of one of the kind of big players. It's just a standard bulb. It also is a MatteroverWiFi device. It's not using thread, Thread is Matter's partner in crime for networking. So it's its own networking that can kind of join devices together. It's very clever what it does. It means that devices have got an IP address, and it's kind of the bit of networking that Zigbee does. So it's kind of low powered, and it transfers devices kind of, so you can have routers, and you can have, they're not called routers, they're called something different in Thread. But you can have devices that kind of pass on the signal, and devices that are just endpoints. So it's not Thread. I'll probably do a different video for Thread. It's just Matter over Wi-Fi, so it should be reasonably easy to set up. So we'll do that now. So what you'd think you'd do is go into the Matter app and say, add device. It's a new device. So I go here and it goes, oh, you need to use the Home Assistant companion app. So let's go and do that. Right, so we'll add it on the phone. So into devices and services, pick the Matter server, then pick add device. We need to say it's a new device because it is. Open the camera app, scan the QR code, which I've blurred out for you so you can't steal my bulb. There it is. I just need to plug it in now. And switch it on. Tap I'm ready. And it starts searching for devices. It's just up there. It's up there. Not found. Device is powered on. If it's not, switch it on and off. Done. QR code again. Okay, I'm going to press try again. I'll stop. I've got to get the code out. So I'll stop recording and we'll come back in a second.
So let's grab this back from Alexa so we can get control of it. So click add a device, a new one, and we get to enter setup code. So on to the Alexa app. Open up Alexa, go to devices, and there, look, there's First Light. So we need to select First Light, and it's got control of it. So up to the cogwheel in the top. I'm now busy looking for other assistants and apps, which is right at the top screen. Eventually find and click add another, and it says creating setup code, which is the code on the screen that I'll eventually realise that I need to type in here. So you type the code in, I added the dashes. I'm not sure whether you need to or not, but I added the dashes. And click add device. It seems to go away and fetch it. And there you go. There's the bulb. And you can switch it on and off. You can change lots of things. It's got lots of nice settings on it. So change the colour. Yeah. I find it a bit worrying that I keep picking pink and purple. Like I said, you've got lots of nice settings because you can change the level that it comes on at and the transition it does and what the power does and kind of things like that. So it's a really clever bulb, and it's now being controlled locally through Home Assistant.
Okay, that's created the bulb, added it to Home Assistant. We're all across. So I'll thank you for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. I've got a new thing I'd like you to help me with. I've got a mailing list where I can send you the technical bits from each of the videos and technical things that I'm looking at and stuff that's coming up, which you might find interesting. And I'll also send you some really good jokes. Sorry, she who must be obeyed is talking to me. I won't be sending you any jokes, and none. No, I won't be sending you any jokes at all. And she's gone. Yeah, I might send you a few, but I'll keep your stuff safe. I won't sell your details or anything like that, and I'll try and keep it secure. It might make your life easier when you're watching the videos if you've got the technical stuff to go around the outside. So before I go, I'll tell you about 2 more videos that you could watch. Somewhere kind of in the way, and the camera keeps helping. So we'll have one here and one here. I'll see you on the next one.